The shocking way that Heart of the TVA concluded has me going, how are they going to continue this? And I mean that in the absolute best way. They've closed one of the major story loops, and while the folks at Marvel must have left some breadcrumbs in there somewhere, I have absolutely no idea how they're going to continue this. And my anticipation is sky high. I can't wait to see how this turns out over the remaining 2 episodes of Loki Season 2. G'day, I'm RJ. Welcome to the Nerdy Dad channel. I know there's only a couple of days till the next episode comes out, but I really feel the need to talk about Heart of the TVA, episode 4 of Loki, and so I'm going to talk about it. And I do talk about the episode, so if you're worried about spoilers, go away, come back after you see the episode, and I really encourage you to watch the episode. The next one's only a couple of days away, and it was absolutely superb. All right, let's dive into a bit of detail. But I'm going to start by giving brief thoughts on the last episode, episode 3, 1893, because I didn't do one of these last week. And in short, I had a good time with it. I love the setting. I enjoyed the introduction of Victor Timely, who of course is who was important to episode 4 as well. If I was going to do one of these last week, the tagline I would have come up with would have been, "Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned." Ravonna and Miss Minutes, and Sylvie as well, but definitely Ravonna and Miss Minutes were absolutely crucial to 1893. And, that carries on into Heart of the TVA. Well, let's get into Heart of the TVA now. There is so much going on, but Miss Minutes. Let's start with Miss Minutes. I think she is the MVP of Loki at the moment. The last 2 episodes, this evil little clock, and I believe she is malevolent. She is evil. Tara Strong's voice is brilliant, and I love her in everything I've heard her in. But it's the animation, the wicked smile during that torture scene. Miss Minutes is absolute perfection. And then you've got Ravonna, who is self-centered, I believe, but she also has reasons for what she's doing beyond that. And I wonder how much is her, how much of this she would have been doing on her own, and how much is manipulation by Miss Minutes. I do feel like, definitely Miss Minutes is in control of this situation. She's evil. She seems to have been the driving force. But Ravonna's not exactly doing her bidding. She's acting on her own accord. And yeah, so Miss Minutes and Ravonna are absolutely fantastic. And I especially like the scene with Miss Minutes, Ravonna, Brad, General Docs, and the rest of the Minutemen. It was perfection. I absolutely love it. But that's not the only thing. Timely and Horror-Boris is just perfect as far as timey-wimey stuff. It is a time loop, which of course is what Ouroboros means. It's the serpent eating his own tail. And you have Victor Timely basing his work on Ouroboros' work, Ouroboros basing his work on Victor Timely's work. And there you have the TVA, the tail eating its own, the serpent eating its own tail. And yes, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Speaking of time loops, we get to see the loop from episode 1 closed out. Now, we all knew we were going to see episode 1 come up again. We knew this loop had to close. A lot of us theorized it was going to be Loki who zapped himself. But I didn't realize we were going to see it this early. We have 2 episodes left. It's only a 6-episode series. We have 2 episodes left to go, and we've already closed that loop from episode 1. Compared to the other Marvel series, This series has moved at a breakneck pace. Now, a lot of the other series were great at the start and they fell apart in the last 2 episodes. I really, really hope this doesn't happen to Loki, but there's no indication of it. Quite often with other Marvel series, and including Ahsoka, which are, sorry, not just Marvel, the Disney Plus series, Star Wars, and Marvel. Ahsoka, which I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed. By about episode 4, you're going, how are they going to close it all out? But not in the same way as Loki. With Loki, it's like, oh, what are they going to do next? I have no idea where they're going. With Ahsoka, with Secret Invasion, with so many of the other Marvel and Star Wars series, you get to about episode 4 or 5 and you're going, there's a lot of loose threads here. How are they going to bring them all together? And sometimes they don't. Quite bluntly, as I said, the last couple of episodes often fail in the Marvel and Star Wars Disney Plus series. But with Loki, it's been a breakneck pace. Not a lot of action compared to some movies and shows, but everything's been happening fast, fast, fast. Hits keep on coming. I thought closing, and it is a major story beat, but I thought, that loop from episode 1 was going to be one of the major story beats to be closed in the last or the penultimate at the earliest. But it's episode 4. They've already closed that. And boom, they've blown everything up. I mean, they brought Victor Timely to the TVA. They created the device to increase the capacity of the loom. They went to fix the loom and, spaghetti time. And then everything blows up. And I have no idea, in the absolute best way, no idea what's going to happen next. Now, I'm sure when we go back and rewatch the series, they've got to have left breadcrumbs. There's got to be a hint here, a hint there, as to how things are going to continue past this point. But yeah, I am fascinated by the show. I am thoroughly enjoying this show. And I can't wait for a couple of days' time when we get to see the penultimate episode. So the 5th episode, the penultimate. And that's it from me. Please like this video. You can subscribe to the channel here. This is the Nerdy Dad, signing out.